A very good evening to class 12th. I hope you are safe and secure. I welcome you in this session of entrepreneurship, and we are discussing about the pricing strategy. Today we will discuss the skimming pricing. The skimming pricing is also known as creaming. Okay, this type of pricing strategy is also known as creaming. The common name is skimming. Now, skimming pricing, what's a very important pricing strategy? Only few companies adopted this policy, but sometimes they feel that this type of pricing strategy is very beneficial for those companies, those who offer product to that type of consumer which are not the price conscious, which are the brand conscious. Okay, the company is so confident in their product, they think that at whatever price they offer to consumers, they will satisfy because they're creating the brands. I hope you understand the term. This type of pricing strategy is adopted by Apple. iPhones, that iPhones initially when they launch at very high prices. Okay, these type of things are there in which the company launches their product at very high price initially. So these companies feel very confident because they feel that their customer is not the brand conscious. Okay, is brand conscious, not the price conscious. I hope it's clear. To understand term, हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. We are thinking of the pricing skimming. What is pricing skimming? Pricing skimming is a pricing strategy in which a marketer sets a relatively high initial price for a product or service at the first, then lowest price over time. So initially, it's type of pricing strategy when company launches the product at a high price. Initially, when company recover the cost, they decrease the price. Okay, now understand them. I hope it's clear. तो कंपनी प्रोडक्ट को कैसे लॉन्च करती है? जब कंपनी प्रोडक्ट को मार्केट में लॉन्च करती है तो लॉन्च करती है एट अ वेरी हाई प्राइस. ओके, एंड when company recover the cost, company reduces the prices. So in this type of pricing strategy, entrepreneurs set their prices higher so that the fewer sales are needed to break even. This is an important point. So that the fewer sales are needed to break even. This strategy is usually employed to reimburse the cost of investment on the original research. Okay, that's an important point. This strategy is usually employed to reimburse the cost of investment on the original research and is commonly used in electronics market. Okay, in the mobile market, whereas new range such as smartphones are initially dispatched in the market at a higher prices. The example I told you, Apple. When the new phone launches in the market, it sets a very high price. Initially, after a period of time, they decrease the price. So you know that Apple feels so confident in that. Whenever they launch any product in the market, they launch in the higher prices because the people they launch it for the product, not for the price conscious people. They launch a product for the people who are the brand conscious. To understand the skimming pricing. Now here I'm maintaining a graph over here so that you can able to understand this part. Okay, initially, the first thing is, I need to write this first. I'm making two graphs over here so that you can able to understand this part. Okay, the first one is, I say, company launches price. First is, P1 is a initial price and P2 is when the company reduces the prices at initial stage. So I am writing here P1 is a first price at which company launches its product. जब company अपने product को market में launch करती है तो P1, when the company launches the P1 is called the skim price. This thing is called skim price. Now when company launches P1 at the first price or the skim price, companies sell a few quantities, but still, suppose companies sell few quantities. कंपनी के प्रोडक्ट कम बिके हैं लेकिन वो बिके हैं इस अमाउंट पे कि कंपनी ने अपनी कॉस्ट को रिकवर कर लिया. ओके, कंपनी ने अपनी काफी हद तक कॉस्ट को रिकवर कर लिया so that it becomes a brand conscious. It can satisfy the brand conscious people कि they get the product at a higher prices, such as Apple, iPhones, even the new laptops which are launched in the market. When the laptops are launched in the market, they initially launch at a higher cost. Okay, now the P1 is a skim price and P2 is follow on price when company reduces the price. So this sum is called follow on price. जैसे प्रोडक्ट पुराना होता है कंपनी लॉन्चेस कंपनी उसके रेट कम कर देती है प्राइस को कम कर देती है. दिस टर्म इज कॉल्ड फॉलो ऑन प्राइस एंड कंपनी सेलिंग द हायर क्वांटिटी इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय Q2. ओके, यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस वन. तो दिस टाइप ऑफ स्ट्रेटजी इज कॉल्ड द स्किमिंग प्राइसिंग. जो इस टाइप की प्राइसिंग होती है हम उसको बोलते हैं स्किमिंग और द क्रीमिंग प्राइस. द अदर ग्राफ आई एम शोइंग इज द सेम टर्म. इट सेज दैट I need to differentiate in the term. Next is second graph I'm showing there. Okay, now first one is when the company, this price called initial skimming price, is initial skimming price. जिस प्राइस से कंपनी ने प्रोडक्ट को लॉन्च किया है, सपोज कंपनी दिस इज अगेन एडवर्टाइजिंग P1, okay, which is called the initial skimming price. Next is called sucking price. After some time, company reduces the price. Okay, P2 is called sucking price. And company, when the company recover the full cost, जब company अपना पूरा cost recover कर लेती है and gain the customers, then it launches final price so that it can earn more profit. Okay, this is called the P3. This one is called the second price or final price. Means when company launches, company ने अपनी पूरी cost recover कर लिया. Okay, the company launches the final price so that it can break the other customers. ये दूसरी कंपनी के customers को तोड़ सकें. They are offering the same time product, but at 3 different prices. Earlier, they launch it when they launching the price, they launch the product for the brand conscious people, the people who can afford, the people who can purchase their company product at any cost. You know that जब Apple अपने iPhone launch करता है, ओके, तो इनिशियली उसके लिए लाइन लगती है लोगों की. ओके, दे कैन रेडी टू परचेस एट एनी कॉस्ट, वेदर इन यूएसए, वेदर इन चाइना, वेदर इन इंडिया. द पीपल आर रेडी, दोज पीपल हु आर ब्रांड कॉन्शियस ऑफ एप्पल or iPhone, they can purchase at any cost. These are the people that company launches the product for that type of product, so that they are the brand conscious people and company can recover the maximum amount of money from their cost. Company अपनी cost को maximum recover कर लेती है. Second is second price. When company feel that कि ठीक है, they can gather the more customers, they can reduce the price slightly so that the more customers can attract. Okay, and the final price when company recover the full cost. When the company पूरी cost recover कर लेती है, then company launches this product at the final price. Okay, after a gap of 6 months to 1 year. Okay, so that it can attract more number of customers, or simply means that they can attract those customers, those who are the brand, they are not so much of brand conscious, they are in habit of purchasing the other company products, those who think they can afford that type of phones or that type of electronic items. The company want to attract that type of customers. They launches after some time, they launch the prices, they launch it at relatively low cost. तो final price में company अपने उन customers को एक product launch करती है so that they can break the customers of other companies. So these are very relatively term. This is called the skimming pricing. The company launches. So I told you skimming pricing means in this type of pricing strategy, entrepreneurs set their prices higher. कंपनी क्या करती है, अपने प्राइस को हायर सेट करती है so that the fewer sales can be needed to break even. This strategy is usually employed to reimburse the cost of investment on the original research and is commonly used in the electronics market, where the new range such as new phones or new laptops or new electronic items are initially dispatched into market at higher prices. I hope this is clear. So this type of strategy is called, now this is a relatively graph. With the help of graph you can able to understand that. Now this shows that how much deviations occur with the help of reduction in price. कितना difference occur हुआ है. So this type of strategy is called skimming or the creaming prices. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages of this type of pricing? Note down with me, understand term carefully. I hope you note down this graph. Take the snapshot of it. Now, next thing is okay, advantages. What is the advantage of skimming pricing? there are different advantages are there, the benefits are there. Okay, the pricing strategy gives an entrepreneur the following advantages. The first one is, note down, this is the important part, it helps the entrepreneur to recover the research and development costs quickly. That's the important part. It helps the entrepreneur or the business, it helps the entrepreneur, okay, it helps the entrepreneur to recover the research and development costs, to recover the research and development costs quickly. जो कंपनी ने पैसा खर्च किया है research and development पे, it can recover that cost immediately, research and development cost immediately or quickly. Okay, this is the important part. It means कंपनी ने अपना जो initial price set किया है, कंपनी ने अपना जो research development cost खर्च किया है उसको एकदम से recover कर ले. This is the important part. Okay, second thing is, this type of pricing strategy best suits to, means is beneficial for those best suits, this type of strategy best suits an entrepreneur who caters to consumers who caters to consumers who are quality conscious, or say brand conscious, who are quality conscious, or simple some say that brand conscious, rather than price conscious, price conscious. I hope this part is clear. Mean this type of strategy best suits for those type of entrepreneur who feels that they are making the product for that type of consumer who are the brand conscious, not the price conscious. So every pricing strategy has certain advantages, but every pricing strategy has certain limitations also, which you also known as disadvantages. So what is the disadvantage of skimming pricing? Note down with me. This strategy can backfire. Now we are talking about the disadvantages now. Now disadvantage of this type of pricing strategy, we are writing down disadvantages of pricing, of skimming pricing. I think this strategy can backfire. This strategy can backfire. Now when is backfire? If competitors lower their prices, this strategy can backfire if competitors launches their product, launches the same type of product at low cost or low price, at lower prices. Okay, now suppose this type of strategy is backfire, means it will affect अगर किसी दूसरी कंपनी ने सेम टाइप प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च कर दिया एट रिलेटिवली लोअर कॉस्ट, तो उसमें क्या होगा? दिस स्ट्रेटजी विल बैकफायर, आपका प्रोडक्ट बिकने के चांसेस कम हो जाएंगे. तो दिस इज द डिसएडवांटेजेस ऑफ दिस टाइप ऑफ प्राइसिंग स्ट्रेटजी. नेक्स्ट इज दिस स्ट्रेटजी कैन नॉट बी इम्प्लीमेंटेड. दिस स्ट्रेटजी कैन नॉट बी इम्प्लीमेंटेड. Strategy cannot be implemented. ये कब implement नहीं होती? If there are strict legal and government regulation regarding consumer rights. This strategy cannot be implemented if there are strict there are strict legal and government regulations. Legal and government regulations regarding consumer rights. Means when the government is bound with that, you cannot increase the price when the government decide the price mostly. Okay, now these are things are there. The most common part is, now this is how strategy can backfire. Important part is when the other company launches the same type of product at initially lower price. And then when the quality of the product is same, when the whatever features available in your product, the same type of features or the same types of quality is there in the other product, and which is offered to the consumer at lower prices, then this skimming price is then skimming or the skimming pricing strategy can be backfire. So you should be more conscious, okay, to see the competitors, what type of price they are offering, what type of product they are offering. But initially, if your company has created a brand, then definitely you can offer the product at higher prices. Consumer will purchase it because you are satisfying the needs and tastes of the consumer. This is the most important part. So I hope it's clear what is skimming pricing method, in which the price are set at relatively higher prices and initially you reduce the price, okay, when you reimburse the cost. I hope it's clear what is skimming pricing method. Next is we will do variable pricing. Next is what is variable pricing. Now next we move this part, variable pricing. Now this is a very common technique part, variable pricing. Now often you see this type of pricing everywhere in the market. Okay, auctions, stock markets. Now first you understand what is variable pricing. So variable pricing is a pricing strategy where a business offer varying price points at different locations or point of sale. This is commonly approach used by retailers when the cost offering certain goods and services and the level of market demand justify it. Means it offer lower cost and suppose you the same type of product you get online at a lower price. Suppose you want to purchase a phone. If you go to the retailer, okay, and that retailer can sell you the price at 15,000 and online you can get this same type of product at 14,000. So this is called the variable pricing. Okay, what is the definition of variable pricing? Variable pricing can be defined as the pricing strategy to optimize profit by offering different prices for the same product or service, vary based on a product, vary based on a point of sale, date of sale, and the other factors. Now, what is very based on point of sale? Now, what is now? Suppose the same type of product your purchase. Suppose you purchase one marker. It can cost you around about 20 or now 30 rupees. Now, if you want to purchase, say we need to purchase 100 boxes. Okay, so say that okay, you can get the one marker at a price of 20. Means that depend upon आप कितनी amount पे purchase करो, कितने bulk में purchase करो. Same thing offer. ठीक है, suppose you go to any you go to any retail store and say you want to purchase the 5 things, not in one quantity, you want to purchase in bulk. So when you purchase in bulk, this is a point of sale. When you purchase in bulk, you get at lower cost. This is called the variable pricing. Okay, the other thing is date of the sale. Now, what does the date of the sale means? Why it affect variable pricing? Now, suppose you know that in in summer season, okay, when the peak season is there in Nainital, you get the hotel at very high cost. आप लोगों को होटल किस में कॉस्ट मिलते हैं? At very high cost, because other season is there, more demand is there. Okay, similarly the same type of hotel, okay, and the same type of service in the hotel, you get a lower cost in the off seasons. You go to Goa during monsoons, you get a very low price. The same type of services, same type of room, in a particular hotel, you get a lower prices. But if you go in peak season during October, November, December, Jan, Feb, that's a peak season is there in Goa. You have to pay for the same services. You have to pay high prices. So this is called a variable prices. Means the pricing offer differences there. In winters in Nainital you get a hotel at cheaper rates, but during summers you have to pay higher prices. So this type of thing is called variable pricing. So this type of strategy is used in auction only. You see the IPL auction. Have you seen the IPL auction, Indian Premier League auction? where the price, where the place satisfies. They say, suppose Virat Kohli say my base price is 8 crore. Now people bargain for them. The people's work, they say we need to purchase. Mumbai Indians say we need to purchase him at 10 crore. Then Bangalore say now we need to purchase him 16 crore. This is called the variable pricing. It depends upon the demand. I hope it's clear what is the variable pricing. So what is variable pricing? Is a pricing strategy where a business offer varying prices, mean different prices at the different points, at the different locations or the point of sale. This is a common approach used by retailers when the cost of offering certain goods and services at the level of market demand justify it. Okay, you see, it means that you get the offer lower, the company offer lower cost in online operations. You purchase any good online, it will give you a certain cost advantage. Okay, वो आपको lower cost में provide करेंगे online things when you purchase. Where the company is offering, company directly purchasing from the company, online companies directly purchasing from the main companies. Okay, they directly जो main जो goods produce करती हैं उनसे directly purchase करती हैं and directly sold to you. तो जो middleman cost होती है वो decrease होती है. That's why they are earning money. So this is called the variable pricing. It's mostly common used in auction. I told you example of IPL. In stock markets, when the demand of certain stocks or certain securities is high, you have to pay higher prices. When the price of certain stock and securities is really low, when the demand is low, you can get the same securities or same stock at lower prices. This is a very common term. This is called the variable pricing. I hope this part is clear. What is variable prices? To me, variable pricing strategy is a marketing strategy. Please note down this one. Variable pricing is a pricing strategy. Okay, it's a pricing strategy to sell products to customer, to sell products to customers, to sell product to customers at different prices. At different prices. At different prices. The same good is sold at varying price depending on the demand of the product. The same goods and service. The same goods and service. The same goods and service. The same goods and service is sold at a varying price. Is sold at varying price depending on demand of the product. Depending upon demand of the product. Demand of the product. Now this is the important part. The variable price is a very most common technique. It's depend upon your bargaining also. Okay, suppose you go to in the local market in Delhi or in Nainital, which is called the Bhotia market. Now you bargain there. It depends on your bargaining power. So suppose they say that this product can be sold, this jeans or t-shirt, they start with 1,000 rupees. Then you say no, we can pay only 500, and they offer you and at 600 cost. This is a demand of variable pricing. Means they say they offer the different pricing to different customers to know them what's their bargaining power. Okay, this type of pricing strategy I told you using stock markets. Okay, using auction. I'll give you one more example. You know that when Gautam Gambhir was purchased by the Kolkata Knight Riders, the KKR, at the price of rupees 11 crore. They pay 11 crore to Gautam Gambhir. Okay, in 2012. Now, when the Gautam Gambhir was in his peak, okay, after 5 years, when KKR removed him as a captain or as a player also, Delhi purchased him only for 2 crore rupees. Now, these are differences there, variable pricing is here. Because when he was in demand, when he was a match winner, the team, the offering higher prices. When he was not so much in demand, they set him they set him free, he set him Delhi purchasing at very lower prices. This is called the variable pricing. I hope the variable pricing is clear. Okay, so these are ways, this type of pricing is very common, especially in all world. They offer, some ports are higher, the cost is higher in summers, some ports the cost is lower at winters. That depend upon season also. The variable pricing strategy where a business offer varying price points at different location or point of sale. This is a common approach. I hope this part is clear. What is variable pricing? So variable pricing, as told you, can be defined as a pricing strategy to optimize profit by offering different prices for the same product or service based on the point of sale, date of sale and other factors. So these are pricing strategy. Okay, now what is the advantages of this pricing? We are doing the advantages of variable pricing. I told you every pricing strategy has certain advantages and disadvantages. The advantage of variable pricing is seller can use this method. We are doing the advantages of variable pricing. Seller can use this method. Seller can use this method to sell those goods, and services, that they have not been able to sell at original price. Not being able to sell at original price. Second advantage is by selling products at variable price, the seller is able to earn a modest profit. The seller can earn a modest profit. Now, why is earn modest profit? Because he know what type of customers, at what location, at what time, the demand is here. What time demand is not there. The same, I give you example of hotel rooms in Nainital during summers. They sell at very high cost. They sell the room at very high cost. But during winters, the same room they offer you at very low cost, because it's totally dependent upon demand. जो पूरा खेल है वो demand का है. When the demand is more, they charge higher prices. When demand is less, they charge lower prices. This is an important factor. That they earn a modest profit by earning a huge amount of profit depend upon the time. Next, there are certain disadvantages here. There are certain disadvantages or limitations are there of every pricing method. So disadvantages are, the first one is it can lead to losing other customers who paid full price for their purchase. Yes, now those जिन कस्टमर ने पूरा प्राइस पे किया है, ओके, सपोज किसी कस्टमर ने वही चीज 1000 खरीदी है और आपने वो चीज किसी और को 800 की बेच दी है, तो you have to lose the trust. The consumer cannot, because then the consumer cannot trust you. They say, "Bhai, you charge 1000 rupees for me. Now you are selling the same type of product 800 to other customers." So this leads to losing the customers. It means that it can lead to losing other customers, who paid full price for their purchase. Is an important part. Please note down this one. Meaning the customer who paid the full price, you might lose them. Okay, next thing is goodwill of the business is adversely affected. It can adversely affect the goodwill, because adversely affect the business goodwill. It adversely affected goodwill. Now, because you are selling the different product at different prices, because then the customer loyalty will not there. And when the customer loyalty is not there, then it will reduce the goodwill of the business. So this is an important part. I hope the variable pricing method is clear to you. Sorry. It's very common in auction. I give you example of Gautam Gambhir, Virat Kohli. It's very common in stock markets. The demand for stock is more. then you have to pay higher prices. If the demand of that particular stock or security is lower, then you get that same type of security at lower prices. Also, it depends upon season also. Okay, the hotel rooms in hilly areas. Okay, you can get the hotel rooms in hilly areas during summers. You have to pay higher prices, but during winters you have to pay lower prices. The same type of things is here. The variable pricing generally means charging different prices at different locations. Okay, at different point of sales, or different approaches used by retailers to offer goods and services, and the level of market demand. Is it clear? Often the goods which are offered by the online operations is also part of variable pricing, because in online operations you get the price, you get the product at a lower prices as compared to when you purchase from the shop. Is it clear what is variable pricing method? So please practice. In case you find any difficulty, please do write to me. Till then, take care.